Hello and welcome to another nice LinkedIn Live session. This is Abby Todd joining you from Atlanta, Georgia. I am the Senior Product Marketing Manager that has been coordinating a lot of the marketing around our recent 1CX announcement. And today joining me is Mike Perry, the General Manager and Vice President of NICE Voice Services, who has been the mastermind behind all of the work done to make this announcement a reality. So to start off, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and all of your involvement in the voice industry?
Sure, happy to. I grew up in kind of the voice world, working for carriers, and then as UCaaS came along and CCaaS, I started introducing myself into that market as well. So about 30 years in telecom and telecommunication services in general, and I guess more than 20 years now in the software as a service business combined with telecommunication services. I've had an opportunity to manage a lot of different teams over the years, and I think the most exciting thing for me is innovating, coming up with new products that allow us to delight customers and change the way our customers do business. And that's what I get to do right now.
That's really great. Yeah, and I guess I should maybe attempt to date myself a little bit. I have been around in technology and software for almost 25 years now. And it's also one of my favorite things to do, the innovation and the being creative, and it's very fulfilling. So let's dive in. 1CX, there's a lot of speculation going on in the market, and what is this all about? So for those of you who may or may not know, NICE is very much a leader in the CCaaS space, the contact center as a service space. We are very pro when it comes to contact center solutions. And so a lot of the questions coming at us are one that I'll throw at you, Mike, which is, why would we, a leader in CCaaS, decide to even dive into this unified communications as systems industry? Why go there?
Yeah, it's a fair question, because I think they've always been a different market. They've been a different industry. One sort of addresses the contact center agents and what the contact center is trying to do in reaching their customers. And the other one has been more of a back office communication. It went from the traditional on-premise PBXs to a cloud environment, as sort of the world adopted cloud, into the UCaaS space. And they were still fairly different in the market they were trying to serve and their purpose behind it. But over the years, that's it's dovetailing more and more, where contact center agents often need help from back office folks, experts, subject matter experts in their individual fields. And so the lines began to blur a little bit between the CCaaS side of the house and the UCaaS side of the house. And our customers, quite frankly, are asking for one vendor, one solution for their entire customer base, not just their agent base. And so the timing made sense. Even though it's a commoditized market in the UCaaS space, it made sense for us to offer that for our customers, just make it easier for our customers to do business across their entire platform versus try to silo into one group versus another.
So I wonder if I might take pause just for a minute and sort of put a little definition around UCaaS, because we were saying we're contact center solutions, and honestly, as someone who might not know anything at all, it's interesting at all that there's two different ways of contacting people. There's the UCaaS and there's the CCaaS, whereas maybe somebody that has called a contact center before might not even think that they're different. Why would they be different? It's just the way it always has been. So UCaaS, I guess, for anyone who might not understand the difference between the two, the UCaaS part is really like the office phone. It's that phone that you're using to do business during the day, as opposed to a phone system that a customer is using to call into a contact center or calling that helpline. That helpline tends to be a contact center. So I just thought maybe that would help sort of level set our conversation just a little bit for anyone who might be brand new to this. And so here we are, we're entering into a market that's been around for forever, from a market that's been around forever. So we're at these levels of maturity. And so the next question that, you know, everybody has in their mind is, why did NICE, this amazing leader in contact center, come out with such an aggressively low price? It is the very lowest price in the market. So why? You know, everybody just says why.
You know, that's a fair question too. We really, when we were pretty thoughtful about this, we wanted price to not be the blocker. We wanted the contact center to be able to extend into the rest of their employee base as needed without breaking budgets and letting that be a huge deciding factor. You know, people might say it's a inferior product at that price point. Obviously, sort of the notion of, well, you get what you pay for. In fact, that's not true. It's very robust. It's very feature rich, competing with, you know, some of the biggest and the best in the UCaaS space today. But again, it wasn't something that we wanted to, you know, necessarily profit from in a commoditized market. We just wanted to make it take cost out of the equation, I guess is the best way to say it. Make it an easy extension for our customers to adopt, that adds to their CCaaS solution.
You know, it's almost the personality of NICE. When you describe it that way, I've been around NICE for almost over 7 years, and one thing I've always liked about the company is the culture of trying to provide what a customer needs and wants, and in a way that is not prohibitive. And I think that's really nice. It's like, it's forward thinking. Let's get people what they need. Let's not break the bank. So that's really cool. So another part that goes along with that why and that crazy aggressive price, it's also, you know, why now? You know, what's the timing? Why did NICE make this decision to go to market with UCaaS, you know, at this point in time?
It's a great question. In fact, I've personally been the one who, over the years, has said no. We won't go into that market. We've looked at it from time to time over the years. It's been brought up. I've had the thought, should we? Is now the right time? And the answer just kept coming back to me is no, it's not. It's not the right time. It's a different market. It's a different customer base. But as I said a minute ago, that's changing, and it has changed. And now customers want easy. They want frictionless, and they want it in the contact center market, and they want it in the back office. And ideally, if we have collaboration tools that work between the two, then again, the lines sort of blur between those two users, and it makes it easier for our customers overall. So the timing was right because we could come into a mature space that, you know, we feel is fairly commoditized with a great product at a super aggressive price and just make it easy for our customers. We're not trying to, you know, rule the market in UC. That's not our intent here. But again, if we can delight our customers and make it easy for them to do business across their entire customer base, then or employee base, then we win and they win.
That's great. So there's something that I thought maybe we should just let's just go right at it and touch on this very interesting thing that's happened in the market. Recently, 8x8's CEO kind of pointed at NICE and said that we slowed down their sales cycles, which is kind of amazing to feel like we had that power, first of all. And there was an article that came out recently. It was in UC Today, and Dave Mickles of Talking Points and Zeus Caravala of ZK Research, they were tossing around some ideas and sort of offering their thoughts. And what was coming around was, is UCaaS really a commodity? Yes or no? There was some disagreement and some agreement. Is our 1CX offering truly what it looks like it is, or is it light on features? How are they getting away with this price being so low? And then there was some speculation of the $5 per user per month price. is it smoke and mirrors? Are we just leading in with that price and then baking in a whole bunch of other costs? And so I just thought, hey, that article went out there. Why don't we comment on it? Why don't we talk about it? What do you think about all these little conjectures that were being, it was a great article, actually. It was a really good article. Mm-hmm. So,
my first thought was, this is great. This is amazing. This is sort of the purpose of entering the market now with a very aggressive price, is to make people stand up and pay attention to it. That, quite frankly, that's what it was. I know that the product itself could justify a higher price, and I've told you the reasons why we didn't go there. But I think it's great that they're talking about it. They can call it in this article, they can call it smoke and mirrors, or they can call it substandard feature set. Neither one of those are true, but really, what else are they? What else could they say? Quite frankly, it's slowing down their sales cycle. It's disrupting their marketplace. They didn't see it coming, so they're reacting to it, and I think that's fine. I think it's great. We're not trying to dominate the UCaaS market. That's not a place where we want to win, but it's a natural extension of what we're doing, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that they're taking notice. They're having to react. They're having to deal with it. To your point, it's interesting the sort of power that we have in a seemingly simple move, to see 8x8 and others having to respond, having to react, having to think through it, and slowing down their sales cycles. It's it's the power of NICE across the board in a lot of different areas, I guess.
Yeah, it's impressive. And you just reminded me of something. I remember in our recent customer event, we have this annual customer event, interactions. So I'm sitting in the crowd, and you're talking to everybody about the voice services, and you mentioned, hey, we just recently announced this 1CX, $5 per user per month. And I remember the person in the crowd, he's like, "You're joking, right?" And I just think that's a lot of what we're seeing in the market. It's like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. And it's fun. It's part of the fun of dealing with market changes, and maybe there is a commoditization on the horizon, even if people have, may not agree yet. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there because it was really funny to see that reaction.
It is interesting. Well, you see some of those reactions in different events that we've communicated. It was sort of that, a little bit of a gasp, and then sort of a, wait, what did he say? Is that real? And then after the fact, like, come on, what is this? And it's exactly what I said it was, right? And so it's interesting. It's fun, like you said. That's a good word.
Well, so we don't want to take up too much of our audience's time. So that was really all of the questions and discussion that we have for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I will try to post the link to that article that we discussed. I'm just remembered, I'll try and do that. And there's also another article that I might throw in the chat for you all to take a look at, that's just more of the fun around our 1CX discussion. So thank you, everybody. And I guess we'll catch you next time.